Welcome to 5 Minute Pitch. I'm your host, Liz Saunders. 5 Minute Pitch is the competition that gives entrepreneurs from around the globe the opportunity to virtually pitch their business or product idea for the chance to win a grand prize of $50,000. This season, more than 30 entrepreneurs will pitch their ideas via Zoom conference call to our panel of 5 experts for the chance to advance to the finals and pitch to the judges live in Miami, Florida. Our panel of expert judges includes Greg Mercer, 8-figure Amazon seller and the founder and CEO of Jungle Scout. Michael Jackness, a serial entrepreneur who has spent the past few years building a high 7-figure e-commerce conglomerate while blogging and podcasting about all of it along the way at Ecom Crew. Steve Chu, the son of 2 tiger parents, Steve Chu started 2 7-figure businesses while working full-time as an engineering director. He now runs Bumblebee Linens and MyWifeQuitHerJob.com. Scott Voker, 7-figure business owner and host of the Amazing Seller podcast. Today we are joined by guest judge Andrew Youderian. Andrew has started and sold multiple e-commerce businesses and is the founder of E-Commerce Fuel, a private community for 7-figure plus e-commerce sellers. This week on 5 Minute Pitch.
When I had my son, who's 3 years old now, he was kind of that guide to make me feel that I had to do this, because how can I tell him to go after his dreams and take risks if I can't do it myself?
She seems like a really just sharp lady to me, right? That being said, marketplaces are extremely hard to start.
I liked her personality. She's a go-getter. She's got a good head on her shoulders, and she has an open mind.
I was really torn on this. It's going to be a hard road.
Let's hear from our next contestant, Ronit, who is a marketing professional. She recently resigned from her job from PepsiCo as a senior marketing manager to be able to work from home and spend time with her young children. After a negative experience with a children's photographer, she realized there's a need for a website with reviews of goods and services specifically geared towards moms in her area. So she created it, and that's how League of Moms was born.
Overall, I feel pretty good, pretty excited. Of course, I'm nervous because, when you care about something, you want to do well, you feel nervous. But I'm feeling excited about the opportunity. But I think with any kind of pitch scenario, I think you're always most concerned about the questions, because those are variable and you just don't know what they're going to come up with. But anywho, thanks again for the opportunity.
This is 5 Minute Pitch.
Ronit, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you guys doing?
Great.
Thank
Doing
you.
great.
Fantastic.
Ronit, welcome to the 5 Minute Pitch. Your 5 minutes starts right now.
Thanks, guys. So I believe that I'm not going to have to tell you about any of these businesses. I'm sure you've all heard of Yelp, TripAdvisor, Angie's List, Home Advisor. And my question to you guys is, what do they all have in common? I will answer it for you. They are all consumer reviewed, and they are specifically on services. And so what I'm going to tell you guys now is something you're not going to believe. There's actually no consumer review service site for moms and moms-to-be. And so as a mom of 2 myself, I've got firsthand experience in knowing that this is an opportunity and a problem to solve. I actually had my own light bulb moment where I'd hired a photographer for my family. And as you can see, the photo didn't turn out so well. And I said to myself, wow, I really wish I had reviews on this photographer. What I also know is, as a mom who frequents Facebook forums, there's also lots of moms on the forums asking those questions as well.
Ronit wished there was a central location specifically for moms to go when they need a review on a business or product for babies and toddlers, and wondered if others felt the same. She polled 3,000 parents to see if this was important to them as well. A resounding 96% said yes, this is extremely important. She then polled the same parents to see if they would use a local directory for baby and toddler-related services. She got another resounding yes. Let's see where she went from there.
And so with that, I launched my online directory called League of Moms. It's a directory of services for moms and moms-to-be with reviews. And so by real moms, AKA I like to call them the League. But since launching it, I've grown it to 300 businesses, and it's everything that a mom would need. So from the initial stages of perhaps I need prenatal fitness classes or meal delivery services once the baby has arrived, of course, baby photographers, and even things like wills, because often when people become parents, they think of things like that. So those services are all on the site, and they are reviewed.
Ronit has the site revenue structure similar to Angie's List or Home Advisor, where a business has the option to pay for various levels of service, such as a basic listing, a premium listing, being part of deal listings, or being included to the site calendar, and much more.
And so just to give you a little bit of size of price, so the average price, whether it be a basic or premium, it's about $10 monthly, so $120 annually. And so I've grown the business as a side hustle to just have 300 businesses, but I truly believe that market is completely untapped. So I'm estimating, conservative estimate, 1,000 businesses per market. So that alone is 120,000 by market. And if you think about it from if I was to grow it tenfold, that's already over $1 million in terms of revenue with just 10 markets.
Ronit wants more than just a review platform. She also wants League of Moms to be a place where members can book services directly with the businesses. This would provide additional value to her members and revenue to her business. With all these services, what will help her stand out among her competition?
And so from a competitive advantage standpoint, I'm obviously first to market. You can book services directly on the site, which is new and innovative. But the other thing I really think about is helping businesses grow with webinars and things like that is something I've been offering them. I'm so excited to talk to you more about this business. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Ronit. Great job.
If you dread sales tax compliance, then it's time to take advantage of Avalara's powerful tax automation technology. Avalara simplifies sales tax with real-time tax rate calculations and automatic return filing. Avalara's software easily integrates with accounting, e-commerce, and marketplaces, so it couldn't be easier. In fact, we use Avalara here at Jungle Scout, and getting set up was a breeze. Join over 20,000 businesses already automating sales tax compliance. You can find out more at avalara.com. That's AVALARA.com.
Ronit gave a great pitch to the judges. Let's see what questions they have for the League of Moms founder.
Why do you think that the Angie Lists of the world haven't got into this particular niche yet? What's so unique about these particular mom type niches that so few have started reviews for these things?
What does exist today is the kid area. So without a doubt, there's like 5 and up, there's summer camp, there's swim schools, there's all of the above. But for whatever reason, no one's really tapped it. And I'm so excited to be the one that thought about it, to be honest.
So Ronit, my wife and I were very heavily involved in our kids. And what we do is we usually go to the forums as part of our school. And there's also these moms groups. How are you going to compete against them? And it's because it's very localized, right?
There's many of them, and I'm all over them on Facebook as well here in Toronto. When people ask a question like that, like, hey, can anyone recommend a photographer? You're often getting like 80 responses, 70 responses. And so what I'm trying to do is take that behavior and make it so much more simple for families. So instead of doing that on Facebook, I want to make the process so smooth for you that you can do it on my site and you can actually filter.
Ronit wants to enable filtering on her site to allow users to narrow their search by location, amount of reviews, businesses that are currently offering deals, and more. She also wants to create a Facebook integration so that a user can see if any of their friends post a review or recommendation about a business.
You have this chicken and egg problem in determining these businesses, and also you have to vet them as well. What is your strategy in growing?
My approach when I launched was actually start with the businesses and explain the idea and really sell it. And luckily, it's been positive because a lot of people jumped on. And now, candidly, through marketing tactics, I need to continue to push traffic to the site with moms, and so continue to grow the other side of it.
I guess what I'm asking is for these businesses,
Yeah.
They have to be pre-vetted before you can even approach them, right?
So no, they don't. So again, similar to kind of a TripAdvisor model, actually all of them, Angie's List, TripAdvisor, HomeAdvisor, how they operate, it's the reviews that help vet them. So there is a process where if someone says, oh, you know what, I had a bad experience, they can write about that. That's exactly what I want. I want people to explain the experiences they have, but they can also flag reviews. But ultimately, it's user generated, similar to all those other websites. That it's the community, the moms, that are going to speak to what's great and what's not great.
You had said that, if I remember correctly, you had 300 businesses that you've already got. Your pricing was $10 a month. So are those 300 businesses that are paying? So you're generating about $3,000-ish per month from the site right now?
Okay, so no, because when I launched the site, I launched it as a free for businesses to start. So what kicks in is come January 2019, they will be paying.
Are the 300 businesses in one geographical region, or are they all over North America?
Yeah, so right now I'm very focused on the market I live in because I really wanted to use it as a test market. So I live in Toronto, 3 million people, 40,000 babies or so annually born. And so that's the market I'm focused on.
With regards to the moms using the site, Ronit is getting about 5,000 page views monthly with about 200 moms who have signed up to leave a review of a business on the site. Ronit also has about 1,000 moms who have signed up for her email list who want to stay involved but currently have not left a review on the website.
What's your goal with League of Moms? Ideally, does this turn into like a nice cash flow business, like a side hustle for you, or you do really want to blow it up? Or what are your thoughts?
So I will tell you, I have a vision. So about 4 or 5 weeks ago, I quit my job at PepsiCo. So I left my very cushy, comfy, golden handcuffed job, if you will. And I made the decision to go for this. So I'm absolutely going for it. I'm committed to it. When I had my son, who's 3 years old now, he was kind of that guide to make me feel that I had to do this, because how can I tell him to go after his dreams and take risks if I can't do it myself? So this is really an education for me, but also an education for my kids.
In looking at a monetization strategy for the businesses on her site, Ronit has a 2-tiered approach to generate revenues. Tier 1 is a basic listing of services for $5 per month or a premium listing for $20 per month. Tier 2 would be to offer a booking services option on the site at a 10% referral fee. For example, most moms use an average of 8 to 10 services a year. And with an average service cost starting at $100, this could be very lucrative for Ronit if they book services consistently through the League of Moms.
Great.
Awesome.
Great presentation. We really appreciate you doing this, and we'll talk.
And I
to
love
you
your
soon.
attitude.
You're cool.
Fantastic.
You're awesome.
After the pitch, I caught up with Ronit to see how she feels about her pitch.
I think the judges asked some fantastic questions. None of them surprised me. You know what? It was just a great experience putting myself in the hot seat like that. I haven't been part of a pitch contest for my business, League of Moms. And it was a great experience to just practice, feeling the pressure, making sure I can get at the messages out quickly and concisely, and answering any questions they have. Overall, it's just a really great experience.
The judges seem to really like Ronit and her product. Let's see if they put her through to the deliberation round.
She seems to have pretty strong marketing experience and marketing acumen at Pepsi. I don't know if that was digitally experienced or enough, but she seems like a really just sharp lady to me, right? That being said, marketplaces are extremely hard to start. What do you think about her, Steve?
I actually really liked her. I liked her personality. She's a go-getter. She's got a good head on her shoulders, and she has an open mind. All attributes of personality that I really like. That being said, I totally agree with you. This is a really hard nut to crack. And I have 2 young kids myself. And the first place that we go to for mom stuff is we go to the school forums and that sort of thing. Because these are people that we know who are making the commentary. The other problem I had was how do you vet the vendors? She's just going out and getting vendors. But what's more important to me is people that I know recommending these vendors. And the chances of that happening might be slim if she's trying to cover a vast swath of it.
See, I don't worry about vetting the businesses, because that's what review platform does. It's pretty easy to have the businesses come if they get 2 or 3 bad reviews, or even you just axe them. So for me, that didn't concern me. It is any 2-sided marketplace. Any marketplace is difficult, but if you're going to take a shot on someone who's going to do it, who better to do than someone with great experience in the marketing world, who is a mom, who's willing to start local. And she just quit her job to work on this full time. That is an amazing incentive for someone to go after that. So yeah, it's going to be hard, but if she can push through it, I think it has a shot at it.
I think it has great potential, but it's almost like you have to do the first year or 2 years of getting just the users in there and getting the people in there for free, almost like Facebook did. And then once you then you start charging a fee, or the businesses, or you run I think there's totally potential there. Not sure if the $50K would do it.
Let me start out. First of all, I love this woman. I mean, it was a great pitch. I love the idea.
Great idea.
And I just don't think that $50,000 gets anywhere near touching this problem. I think this is a 7-figure problem to go out and do with lots of headwind over a very long period of time. It's maybe a little bit bigger than she realizes, and I think it would require, to do it right, would need an outside money to maybe prove it in that local Toronto market, get some more traction, and be able to then say, we want to raise some money, probably 7 figures, and be able to like carpet bomb multiple other areas to kind of springboard this thing. But I definitely have a lot of concerns.
All right, let's vote. I love Ronit. I would bet on her on almost all businesses, but not this one. The competition aspect and the marketplace aspect of it, this is just such a difficult road ahead of her. I'm going to vote no.
It pains me too. I really liked her a lot. Just amazing personality. If anyone can succeed, I would think it'd be her. Since I'm in the Valley, like I see startups like this pop up all the time, and it requires a ton of money. Like 50K isn't going to do anything. But unfortunately, it's a no for me.
I have more faith in these two guys over here. I think it is going to be incredibly difficult. I'm a yes with the caveat of I think you do need some kind of outside funding. But if you can get some traction, the next 2, 3, 4 months, raise some money and try to hit it on that front. If anyone can do it, I think you can.
I was really torn on this, but because of what you guys had said, it's going to be a hard road. I say the 50K isn't going to do it, but with that being said, I'm going to go out as a no, but I'm also going to encourage you to keep going.
So I'm also going to be a no. I think the thing that could have convinced me to be a yes today, and maybe if you come back on the next season, what's going to happen with these 300 members that are in there? Are they going to be willing to pay the $10? I'd love to know that answer before saying yes here. So like, again, if we do a next season, which I hope we do, and she was to come back on and come in and say, I got 1,000 people that are all paying $10 a month now and has a little bit more traction, that would probably convince me to kind of go over the edge. But for right now, I'd have to be a no.
All right. So
thank you very much for coming on.
Thanks so much.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Take care.
Thank you for your pitch, Ronit. Keep up the good work of simplifying this process for moms. Next time on 5-Minute Pitch.
The balls come out of there like that, and then the winner is the one that gets them all out first.
Can you give us just a quick,
Can you show Andrew how to do it? Did you?
Oh, I've done it lots of times.
Oh, okay.
But just for these guys.
So be clear, Richard, then you don't have a design patent on it, correct? Right now.
We do not have a design patent.
Okay.
No.
once people see it, they're going to want it, they're going to want to gift it. It's fun. You can show it, you can demonstrate it, and social media is a perfect play for this.